Happy World Heritage Day! Very important day to the world, you know. Why is it important to preserve our cultural heritage? To me, it's super important because I found out a lot about who I am, where I'm coming from. Our cultural heritage tells a story, and it's all written in the past. You can only be inspired through these artifacts to see what's possible and to become a better person yourself, to keep your integrity and to reach your full potential. The difference in cultures is what makes this life beautiful. If we were all the same and we had the same culture, it would be so boring. I don't know if you know the story at all about the Parthenon and what happened, but I want to tell you the story of it with facts, with how things happened, and if I make any mistakes with dates and stuff, please forgive me. I'm not a historian. I am just a person who's very, very connected to her heritage. I love Greece, but I am not an ethnicist, like, oh my god, Greece is above any other country. I am not like that. I believe we're all equal, but I come from there, so I really, you know, I am connected to my roots. That's all I'm saying here. So the Parthenon is a temple. Yeah, it used to be a temple actually, on the Acropolis in Athens, dedicated to goddess Athena. Its construction began at 447 before Christ, and it is really the symbol and essence of Greekness. There's nothing like it in Greece. All Greeks are super, you know, super in awe and very proud of this heritage, of this cultural heritage, and I'm one of them. Fun fact, Socrates, right? Socrates was a young man when the Parthenon was being built. So at the time that the Parthenon was being built, Socrates was a young man living in Athens. I want to cry. The Parthenon was built by the Athenian people. So not just very few people, but the Athenian people, all the people in Athens. The temple has been there for thousands of years, as you can imagine, but it has been destroyed and restored a few times throughout history. So it was restored in 165 before Christ, probably by a Syrian king called Antiochus. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Later in 362 by the Emperor Julian as well. It has been converted by Christians to a Christian church. It has been converted to a mosque. Anything you can imagine, really. Anything, unfortunately. Now, in 1458, the Acropolis surrendered to the Ottoman Empire, and it became a mosque. So Greece was under the Ottoman rule. In 1687, the Parthenon was bombarded and the damage to it was super extensive. The poor temple went through a lot. Yeah, it went through hell, but it was there for thousands of years in Athens. It was there, okay? In 1802, a British ambassador called Lord Elgin, you've probably heard of him. You probably heard of the Elgin Marbles, which are not Elgin Marbles, they are the Parthenon Marbles. Anyway, in 1802, he decided to steal the Parthenon, to steal parts of the Parthenon. And Lord Elgin stated that he really wanted to save the Parthenon. He wanted to save the poor sculptures as they were under danger. But for a fact, his men were removing sculptures and packing them for dispatch to Britain 6 months before his first and only visit to Athens. Crazy stuff, right? Please keep in mind that the Parthenon is one artifact, is one work of art, one. He caused really serious damage to the Parthenon, that's very important, by sawing through the frieze slabs, detached metopes and broke the entablature on which they rested. So when I hear the British Museum stating that he rescued the marbles, to be honest, I just want to become sick, like I really feel I'm becoming sick. So he shipped as much as he could from the Parthenon back to Britain. Guess where he took them? He took them to his house, his villa probably, because he was a rich person. He took the ancient Greek sculptures from the Parthenon to his place to ornament it. So, you know, he wanted to drink his coffee in the morning and just have a nice view. And one day he went bankrupt. What a shame, right? Of course, he sold them because he couldn't afford having them, keeping them anymore. So he sold them to the British Museum. The sculptures are in the British Museum. They have been residing there since 1817. It's been more than 200 years. I'm going to cry. Now that I told you the history of it, right? All I'm trying to say is, doesn't this work of art, yeah, it's one artifact, guys, doesn't it deserve to be reunited for God's sake? Doesn't it deserve to be reunited? It's the emblem of the world. It breaks my heart. I really appreciate art, you know, and when I see that even a museum like the British Museum is not respecting art or the cultural heritage of a whole nation, it breaks my heart. And I'm not here to, I don't want it to be a sad day. It's a great day. It's a World Heritage Day, and it's great that this day is being celebrated. So because this issue is so close to my heart, I decided to write a song about it, and this song is called The Parthenon Marbles, Bring Them Back. Of course. I'm going to release it this June the 20th, and I hope that it will help to raise awareness on this issue. I'm going to do the best I can. And I really want and need your help. I really need your help to spread the word about this, because many people don't know. I want to read to you the lyrics to the song, Before I Love You and Leave You. The Greek gods and lights are reflecting in your eyes. When I look at you, I'm yearning, but also burning as you're torn in two. Whenever I'm dreaming, I can see no other way to be. Just one way to see it, to bring you back home. Positive. Bring them back in one piece, back to Greece. Bring them back, if you please, home. 200 years and still a revolution. Constitutions formed, mass confusion. I just feel like something's missing. I'm not whole without you at all. I'm so sad our history is being stonewalled. My identity is my past. Without it, I'm lost. Without it, I'm lost. How would you feel left without a home? Bring them back in one piece, back to Greece, for inner peace. Bring them back, if you please, home. So these are the lyrics. The good thing is that this thing can be corrected if they just return the marbles. It can be corrected. It's not something irreversible. The history of it is very sad, but I'm really positive that people change. I know that people change, and I know that most people want to do the right thing. So I really have hope that they will do the right thing, and they will return the marbles back to its rightful birthplace. Thank you for being here. I love you. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon.